Anything else we need to add on that front?
Real quick, Cole. I will say I thought Keyon Martin was squarely on the bubble coming into training camp. Then I watched the first couple of weeks of training camp. He's running with the ones, and I'm like, how can this guy's going to be on the team? Then I watched him, and again, I think he was their best defensive player on the field. Yep. I don't know, when you talk about everything the defensive coaches are saying about running to the ball, making plays on the ball, being physical, I don't know how you deny a guy like that who's just done all that. I would have to think he's on the team. I was surprised Chandler Rivers didn't play as much. Didn't get as much time as I thought he would. I mean, TJ Tampa was playing into the second half, which I didn't predict. But in this answering this fella's question, I think one thing, cornerbacks, I'm leaning on the side of keeping an extra corner, and maybe you don't keep Kayvon Wallace. Maybe that's the spot you get an extra corner, because are you really going to deny Kone? You liked him so much. He's come back. He played a good game the other night. Because if Keyon Martin's on the team and Chandler Rivers is on the team, unless you trade Tampa or do something with Awuzie, then you can't keep 8 corner. You just can't. So that spot is one where I think you're going to have to keep an extra guy. So with how well those corners played, that changed my mind a little. And the other side, nothing that really happened Saturday, but I'm starting to, at some point, Ali's got to get on the field, or you're not going to be able to keep 4 running backs. And I think we saw Randall working as a punt block, like he was working on the edge and punt block. They're trying to find a niche for him on special teams. I've said this over and over again on the show. Declan Doyle comes from a team that used only 2 backs. And I'm not saying that's definitely how he'll do it, but this seems to be a 2-back offense with Henry and Hill. Obviously, Lamar will run his share too. So that third spot is primarily a special team spot, which is why I gave Ali the edge for that third game day active spot. I thought both of them would make it. I thought they'd go with 4. Now I'm hedging a little bit just because Ali's now missed a week. And look, in a grand scheme of things, a week for who's in his 3rd year as a Raven, it's not much. But when there's that's biggest call on offense right now. Do you keep 4 backs? Like if you go 25 and you keep 4 backs, you probably have to keep 1 less offensive lineman. And I don't think anybody wants to do that really. But so Ali, nothing that I saw in the game Saturday, but just development since we last talked. At some point, Ali, they're going to need to see Ali, or you're going to have to start wondering maybe he's another one of those IR spots. You put him on IR and you buy some time, and then maybe he's available after week 4 to help you.
Yeah, the only thing that really kind of popped into my head is, what do you do about depth at safety? Because, you have, and think about it, 3 of these safeties are going to be on the field. So it's not just, your depth safeties aren't just special teamers in Baltimore's system, because Kyle Hamilton's going to play down into the nickel, and you're going to have Hawkins on the field with Starks. So is Keandre Jackson your only backup safety on game day? So what I'd be interested in is, do we start to see, and I know it's kind of been brought up, I think he even was asked about it in a presser, but do you start to see Marlon Humphrey play a little bit of that? And we've seen him play in the nickel. So, I mean, this isn't a completely foreign concept if he's playing the dime overhang role. But you start to see him take some of those types of snaps where maybe he's in a modified safety role. Just because you need that depth at that position, but Jeff's pretty bang on. And we kind of talked about it last episode. There's a stockpile of corners right now, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. But you're looking at 7 guys that ideally you want to have on the roster, and that includes just instantly cutting a draft pick from last year, Robert Longerby. I don't even think he's in the question right now. There's just no room for him.
And he mispracticed today, and he can't afford to mispractice. Let's face it.
So, I mean, you have Wiggins and Awuzie, and then you got Tampa and Cone, and then you still got Marlin plus Rivers and Keyon Martin. So there's 7 right there that I feel like, how do you cut one of them? But if one of them can't play a depth safety role at some point, you got to keep a 5th safety. So
let's keep the Q&A going right after this. We're fired up about a brand new partnership, and it is with our friends at SeatGeek. It's the time where everybody starts looking at the calendar. We get it. And all of you guys probably get it too. Which Ravens game am I pulling up to this year? I'm sure you're asking yourself something along those lines. Whether it's a big AFC North matchup, a primetime game at the bank, or even a road trip, who knows? SeatGeek makes it super easy to find tickets. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app, and they have more than 70,000 events listed. We're talking concerts, sports, festivals, and everything in between. And one of the best parts is how simple they make it to know if you're actually getting a good deal. Every ticket is rated on a scale from 1 to 10, so you know what you're looking at right away. Green dots, good deal. Red dots, bad deal. So when you're trying to get into a Ravens game without overpaying, SeatGeek has your back. And every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, so you can buy with confidence. And of course, if you use code Collective10, that's Collective10, you'll get 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. Again, that's 10% off any tickets with the promo code Collective10. Click the link that we have in the description, download the app, have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it for later. And Cole, another one from you, or for you, from JS19 Ravens. He's just dumping in the super chats tonight. This one's for you in response to you.
I'm joining late, and since the previous commenter mentioned 77, I'll delete what I was going to say. I know Voorhees got a guaranteed deal, but he hasn't gotten better. Can't they cut bait? I don't really like it. It's only like 1.5 million, right? So I mean, like whatever at that point. I don't think you need to keep him. And kind of as Jeff alluded to, it really comes down to whether or not they're going to keep 9 or 10. And I think if you're that 9th, 10th offensive lineman, you need some sort of flexibility. And it's not lost on me that a guy like Jeff, how do I say it?
Lichtenhahn, yeah.
Lichtenhahn. He played really well. And so that's a guy that I think took a major step from last year. And he plays the offensive tackle position, which that's a guy that just may not last on the practice squad. Whereas Voorhees, I'm not sure gets poached. Maybe someone sees the starting experience, sees the pre-draft stuff, and maybe they just want to go grab him. I'd rather have the offensive tackle than, if Voorhees is going into the game at guard, we're down bad. So I would see Gwynn getting in before him. Emory Jones getting in before him. Emory Jones played really poorly, by the way, just on the whole stock down theme. But I would still put them in over Voorhees.
Oof, and Snoop got lit up in that first quarter because of Emery's missed assignment there on Saturday night. More jewels coming in. Our guy Cole is here. Gordon is here. Thanks, fellas, for the jewels. Another one from JS19. He says, Bobby, the countdown is on. Steve's strong cocktail at Le Meridian is under a month away. Jay-Z, and you're damn right. Keep your tab open for Bobby.
Oh, he's paying that tab with super chat.
What's that? My tab? Keep open for you? Yeah.
It's JS is saying this, not me.
Yeah. Well, why isn't Roger Rosengarten playing in training in preseason? He should be out there. That's the guy I want to see playing Saturday.
See, when I say that, everybody gets mad at me.
I don't care. I'm just saying. I would play him Saturday. But yeah, Lichtenhahn's the guy that's been getting first team reps. So I mean, obviously it's because of moving guys around and some injuries. Ronnie's gotten some practices off, but credit to that guy. He's he's given himself a chance here. They had him on the roster from last year, re-signed to reserve future deal, but that doesn't get you anywhere with the new coaching staff. You got to prove yourself to new coaching staff. And obviously Ledford likes him enough, because we're not even really seeing Emory Jones take reps outside anymore. And we were like, that hasn't happened in weeks, at least. It's hard to watch every play, but so there's clearly a confidence level in Vincent and Lichtenhahn, and obviously, they brought in David Sharp today for a visit. I think they're still looking to get that veteran.
He'll be retired by Thursday.
I think they're still looking for that veteran tackle that they can have on the practice squad and give you a little depth, because I can't see anybody that you're adding now really making the team.